Hey everyone, it's Michael from Notefolds, and I'm back from our April Stampin' Up! Workshop, my first workshop that I attended with Jill. And we made a lot of really great cards, the first one of which I'm showing you here, which is our Swallowtail Butterfly card. And you can see that we used the Swallowtail stamp on 3 pieces of Whisper White, and we cut out 2 of them, one of them on the small part of the wing, the other one on the large part of the wing, and then the last one just stays on the background piece of paper, and then just glued that down onto some basic black for our card. What's really fun about these butterflies is that we use the aqua painter in the Daffodil Delight and the Tangerine Tango to give this effect, and it was a lot of fun to use those. Jill didn't like them as much as I did, but I think I could use some aqua painters in the future. And then you can see as I tilt this card that we did a little bit of embellishing on the wings with some sequins that we just put on there with some two-way glue. Another card that we made was this Bloomin' Rainbow card, and you can see that the blossoms here definitely make a rainbow effect. And the stamps that we used were the Blooming with Kindness blossoms, and we didn't ink up the stem on those, so that we just got the blossoms on here in the different colors: Daffodil Delight, Pumpkin Pie, Tempting Turquoise, and Pacific Point, and then just stamped a nice sentiment there with the black stays on. As far as the paper goes, we used Tempting Turquoise for the base, and then Pacific Point for this nice little detail there, which we echoed on the inside on some Whisper White. And we used a framelit an edgelet to make this design. And I think these turned out really fun. Probably my favorite card, though, was this lattice card, the Petite Petals lattice card. And what's really neat is the way that we made this lattice was by using the chevron punch. So we punched it one way with the chevron, and then we took another piece of paper and punched it the other way and just layered them on top of each other. And you can see it made this nice lattice effect here. And I think that's definitely the punch that I'm going to want to get in the future. And then we used the Petite Petals stamps, and you'll probably recognize those from our Stampin' Up! Haul video that we did. But we don't have our punch yet, so we aren't able to make these yet. But you can see that we used the coordinating punch to punch out the Petite Petals. And then for the leaves, these were some little leaves die cuts. And then we have the Perfect Pennant die cut there. And as far as the colors of the paper go, we use pistachio pudding for the base, and you can see we put that through with an embossing folder, the chevron embossing folder. And then of course just your Whisper White for the banner with our sentiment, and for the lattice. And then for the banner and also the color of the stamps, we used the Crisp Cantaloupe as the color. And you can see that that crisp cantaloupe was also the base of the card. So this one turned out really great. I really enjoyed making that one. Finally, the last card that we made isn't exactly a card at all. This is an explosion purse, and I'll show you why it has that name. So when you lift up the front here, the whole thing just kind of falls open. Look at that, it's too big to even fit on screen. We have this great looking purse that has plenty of room for different sentiments and even a place for you to write something. What's really great is you can see that when this is folded up, you have a nice place on the inside to put something, some treats or something. I know Easter's coming up. This might be a great thing to use for Easter. So as far as the paper goes, we just use the Designer Series paper and then coordinating colors in that. So Whisper White, of course, for the different areas where we stamped our sentiment. And we ran those through with the decorative doily die cut from Nestabilities Spellbinders. And the crisp cantaloupe that you can see here, and then the pistachio pudding for the green. And then on the outside, you can see we use that punch again, and then the pansy punch for the flowers, and then just a nice little piece of ribbon there to make a handle. Let me show you Jill's purse that she made, and we'll open up. You can see that she chose the green for the inside. And what's great about the Stampin' Up! Paper, as you all know, is that it just coordinates so well with each other. So I think that one thing we will be showing you very soon is how to make these explosion purses, because they're just very easy despite how complicated it might look. So look forward to that video soon, and also look forward to more stuff from workshops, because I think I'm hooked now and I'll definitely be going back. See you next time.